I'm sure you must have heard this. The rich gets richer and the poor stays poor. The reason is the rich knows how to instantly shift from a low frequency to high frequency. Hey, I'm Ravi Nair, a success frequency coach, and I help people elevate their emotional frequency. Before we start talking about how to elevate, it is important to understand how staying low at a low frequency can be a disaster. Now, let's suppose you are a morning person, but one day you overslept and you missed your morning walk, and you start telling yourself, I am so irresponsible or I am so indisciplined. All this self talks comes from guilt and anger, which has a low frequency of 50 to 150 megahertz. And based on the frequency you are vibrating, you will attract people and situations in your life with similar low frequencies. Now picture this. You get upset in the morning, you start your day at a low frequency, and then you end up in a road rage while driving, and then you reach office, you end up having an argument with a colleague, and then you're back home and you land up in another fight with your spouse or kids without realizing that the low frequency at which you started the day actually screwed up your day. And that's why it's very important to consciously shift from a low frequency to high frequency as fast as possible. One of the best ways is to watch the ego. Most decisions or actions taken from the ego will pull you down on the emotional frequency. For example, if you're driving and someone overtakes you, it is normally the ego you which gets offended. So pause for some time and count backwards from 10 to 1. Tell yourself that the person might have some urgency. If you can hold your ego for 10 seconds, then it loses power over you. Now, that's just one of the techniques. This way, you can be in control and not allow the situation to push your frequency down to anger, and you can continue to stay in the frequency of joy. Let me know if this video was helpful and if it helped elevate your emotional frequency.